So hello guys, this is Tom Cohen. Hope you're well everybody. Just been away watching a handball game, some sports this Sunday, and now I'm just walking through the woods and I got this I got this feeling I wanted to make this video about religion and spirituality. Actually a topic for me, important topic I should say, that I spend a lot of time thinking about. People ask me sometime, obviously happens to everybody every now and then, if you are religious, and in a way I am spiritual and religious, but not in a matter of really believing in sort of an established religion. I couldn't consider myself a Christian, even though I'm born into a Christian society. Yeah, a lot of other people they could agree that they are not religious, even though they participate in the different kind of rituals and ceremonies which resonate to Christianity, for example, particularly in this society I'm from. Spirituality is as religion, a very broad defined term due to, it's a very broad definition. It can resonate with you and can be a part of your life that really separates you from somebody else. So there's very different views of religion and spirituality from individual to individual, or from social group to social group. So basically what I wanted to say about this topic, this very broad topic, is that I appreciate religion very much. I appreciate a lot of different religions. Now I mean the big established ones, whether it's Buddhism, Hinduism, Muslim, Islam, or whatever. I believe that, especially back, I don't know, 100 years ago, thousands of years ago, the religion had a more impact to the society and the individual, in that sense that it gives you certain moral values to follow up to, and it's good in that sense. It really is. For example, the Christian church probably teach you, I'm not sure for sure, I don't go to church, but I believe that they tell you certain values and moral values you should strive after to be a good human being within the society. What I don't like is there's a priest that is sort of above you and that you need to follow, and you need to pray to God that there will be something greater after death, and completely blindfold you from the day you're born into that religion, and you participate in it. So it sort of limits your own perspective to be flexible and try on to new things. That's one thing that I always sort of was a bit, very against. I think I could pretty fairly say that I was a Christian back, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that. Okay, I'll try this again. I'm in a small forest and with a lot of tracks where people go jogging. I don't really feel comfortable to pass them when I'm talking about this. Yeah, whatever. Let's try it again. Yeah, what I was saying is that I found it a bit creepy that we're born into a group, an ethnicity in a society with a particular religion that you are expected to follow. That's not really the case here, but I do know that there's the case in a lot of, what should I say, developing countries and developing parts of the world where the religion take a big part of constructing the society and take up a lot of it has a lot of power, and to sort of, what should I say, the religion takes up sort of a lot of power to control and manifest itself into the individual, I guess I could say. As we could see I was recently doing a study about honor killing in Islam. Obviously that is also very wide defined, but there is a tendency of the honor itself has a, should I say, very very root into the Quran, the holy text of Islam, which influence the society in a whole, as leading them to have a very very strong patriarchy, which becomes sort of influenced and part of the culture basically. And I know that it may be a little bit off topic now, so we move on to why I like the idea about spirituality. Yeah, I like the idea about playing around with different thoughts, different perspectives. And the idea for me, spirituality, is not only in a holiness sense, if I could say that. It is also a way to develop the mind. What I mean is that the mind is fantastic. If we can break free from the cultural and religious expectations of us, we can develop an own free spirit. I don't really like that word, but it makes sense here. We can develop our own free spiritual mind, which really you can learn easier to get onto new perspectives and new ideas and play around with them and really understand that whether it's capitalism and a business idea, it's music, it's art, it's education, whatever it is, we understand that all these kind of different fields in the world, in our universe, that it contains different patterns, systems, and it contains, I would like to say, it contains their own philosophy. And for me, philosophy is deeply influenced into societies, into ideologies, into the other aspects I was mentioned: music, art, business, so on. Spirituality as well. Spirituality and philosophy are deeply connected in my sense. I believe that if you can take on to a new way of thinking, a new perspective, you are more spiritual rather than religious. Maybe it's a little bit hard to follow here, but I hope I make my point clear that religion already is also, I told you in the beginning, it's very broad definition of it, but most of the time it's an established way of thinking which there's a priest telling you from the Bible, in Christianity for example, what we should believe and what kind of... He reads phrases, paragraphs from the Bible, which resonate a certain way to think and live life. And a lot of it is good, obviously. It controls masses, it controls people to, or it helps rather, people, groups in societies to have a good life. But we also, but I like more the idea about challenge and play around with different thoughts and different philosophies that is actually all around us. I mean, just this kind of tree, soon to become a big tree probably, it has its own knowledge, the way it works, and it symbolizes and it contains information with a lot of other elements which make it work, you know. Yeah, so maybe I should leave it there, because it's getting, yeah, it is very, very broad, this topic, religion and spirituality. That's why this video maybe came out a little bit unorganized, so to say. I didn't have a script or anything, any points that I had some points that I hope I made clear. So till next, have a great day. Bye.